All right, question number 2. What do you think about the closing of the Jazz Record Mart? That's Susie H. Well, Susie H., obviously the Jazz Record Mart, it's been around for over 50 years. Bob Koester, Sue Koester, great people. We have a great relationship with them. We have had them on my old radio show that we had on WDCB, even on the Avenue, 950, when I had the old AM station happening for about a year. We also do a lot of work with them at the festivals. They're the best people to work with, real easy to work with. And obviously Bob had that Jazz Record Mart at different locations throughout the city for over 50 years, which is astonishing to me. Now, I know there's been a lot of things written in the past, so I'm sure a lot of you know the reasons why the Jazz Record Mart closed. Basically, it was because it's in a high rent district, and the landlord just jacked the rent up, double, triple. You know, you've got to sell a lot of records. And plus, they had a big space there. It was a beautiful store. So Bob got a great offer and sold the inventory to Wolfgang's Music. Wolfgang's Music. Actually, it's Billy Graham, who used to promote. He was well known for promoting the Grateful Dead and many of those 60s and 70s artists. Janis Joplin, he did some shows with her. They actually got started because they were keeping his archives alive with the video and audio that he had recorded over the years. Well, anyways, it's turned into a large music memorabilia and historical site. And they also sell things. So luckily they came in, bought Bob's inventory, and Bob was able to close out. Excuse me, I've been fighting a cold here all week. Bob was able to close out. Everything worked out great. We talked to Bob actually coming up in this next issue of Chicago Jazz Magazine, which will hit the streets. What is this? Today is Thursday. It'll hit the streets on Monday. And we talked to Bob about it in there, so there's a little brief thing. The one thing I thought was real interesting, what he said was that he's going to focus more time on the Delmark record label, which is great. The Delmark is just doing dynamite right now because of all the resurgence in vinyl. So that's awesome. But he's also going to potentially open up a small record store in the front of Delmark, which is over on Rockwell and Irving Park, and do some record sales out of that. So he's not completely out of the retail business, but unfortunately the store downtown closed, and that was, there's only 2 record stores in the entire downtown area now, and one of them closed. So the other one is Reckless Records, and I guess that's the answer to your question.